Welcome to my first ever point pickup shift order run. I have no idea how long I'm gonna do this because I fell into this shift today. Hi, my name is Mike. I help you make money in different side hustles, and I thought I was gonna do Walmart Spark today, and then it was dead. I got really bad offers, next to nothing. So I'm like, all right, well, let me look at Uber Eats. Let me look at Grubhub. Let me look at Shipt. Let me look at Amazon Flex. Nothing. So I went to my back reserves, apps that I'm activated, but I've never done a run. And Point Pickup was one of them. Take a look. So I got this order request for $13+ for less than 2 miles. It's in a very busy zone here in Pittsburgh. So, after this one, I can probably do food delivery, but the dollars to mile ratio, how much am I getting paid for the miles driven? It makes sense. I know this Giant Eagle, it says it's one bag. It says signature required, which is probably gonna be a prescription, I'm guessing. But let's find out. Point Pickup, I've never done it. How's the pickup process? How is the whole order flow, the payment obviously? And I'm gonna need your help because I've never done this before. So comment down below any problems I should be looking out for. Are you watching this and you're like, oh no, Mike, don't do Point Pickup because of this, because XYZ, and I have no idea, right? Or you may be thinking oh, it's so good in my marketplace, no one knows about it, I'm so glad I picked it up. First order ever. Let's find out. Okay, we are at said Giant Eagle here. I'm at the Curbside Express. I'm gonna click outside pickup area, pull into curbside parking spot, no need to call, we know you're here. Sweet. I guess I'm just gonna follow the prompts here. It says, please call this number, stay in your vehicle, and then it's probably gonna have me push what parking spot I'm in. So let me do that. Because the app, even though I clicked on pull into pickup area, Giant Eagle doesn't know which car is mine. Because there's 4 spots. There's delivery driver parking too. Is that different? I've never been to this Giant Eagle and done this here. I'm gonna call this number. I'll ask them what they prefer. I'm guessing I should be over there.
Hey, from City Side Curbside, this is Rob. May I help you?
Hey Rob, I'm doing a point pickup.
What customer are you getting?
I am getting...
Okay, what spot are you in?
In 1.
Okay, we'll be right down.
Thank you. And then it says confirm pickup, the screen you're looking at right now, and then just off to the customer. They're gonna have to sign, and then I'm gonna mark complete delivery. That seems super easy. Folks, I'm not picky with these apps, especially when it comes to delivery apps. Delivery apps, it's the same thing. It's, hey, deliver this, take this, deliver this, pick this up, deliver it. I don't care if it's groceries, if it's food, if it's a box of cat litter, whatever. And obviously there's weight you're gonna have to deal with. There's gonna be a volume of packages like Amazon Flex, you do more volume, but I like it. I like this so far. So let's see how long this takes, because that's another thing. How long is it going to take for the associate to come out here? Do you have a preference which one we park in, or do you just want to be the delivery driver? Or can we park in these ones, or?
Anyone that has the curbside.
Okay.
Because that way you can be I'm in spot 1, I'm in spot 3.
Okay, I just want to make sure. It's my
first. Oh no, you're cool. We normally, as long as we have the staff, we're pretty efficient. We try to run them down. A lot of times you show up on the flyby. Well, that's our little screen. When you click on the app that you're coming, it'll give us an indicator. It's all GPS.
Sure.
It'll say you're a couple minutes out.
Okay.
We normally don't try to run them until we see you pull in.
Okay.
The only thing I would always recommend doing that can be real counterproductive. Let's say, for instance, it's all filled, because we do get people that aren't drivers. They just park here. It's hard to enforce.
Yeah.
So if it's real busy and you park in spot 5 and you call up and I'm like, hey, I'm in 5, don't move closer. Because some drivers will be like, oh, other people moved, I'm going to move from spot 5
you said
to spot
5.
1. Right, and then what'll happen is, if we get new people, they might give you the wrong order.
Okay.
That's about the only thing I've seen that can be difficult.
Yeah.
Other than that, we stay pretty busy here, so we do get a lot of drivers that come back, repeat.
Do you mainly do point pickup, or are there other apps?
No, we only use point pickup.
Okay.
The only time I've seen us use somebody different is when we had that ice storm right before Christmas, on that Friday or whatever, or Saturday. We got crushed, and no point pickup drivers were showing up.
I believe it.
So we ended up flipping them all to DoorDash, and I was blown away. All these DoorDash drivers started coming, The only problem I personally have as a manager with point pickup is there's no way to hold anybody accountable. We had a driver that actually stole somebody's order, and we have no contact with point pickup. All I can do is email them and hope to God they get me back. So normally what I do is, let's say I have an issue and I can pull up the driver's information. It's just for us, you know, a couple call-offs can really jam us up. But for the most part, you know, we try not to keep you waiting.
So let me click on confirm pickup. I think it said, I swear it said 1 bag, but he loaded like 7 bags in my trunk. Only press confirm after items are located in your vehicle. Confirm drop-off process. Let me click on drop-off instructions. Okay. Carefully place bags at doorstep, ring doorbell, or knock. A driver must make visual contact of the customer. Do not leave groceries unattended at customer's door. And yeah, this one says signature required. Walmart Spark on their delivery, usually, not always, you don't have to leave a signature. Remind me on Shipt and Instacart, because I can't remember. All right, so the other part of the equation here, going to the customer's location, I'm assuming, you know, drop it off, knock, get the signature. Should be pretty straightforward. Done. So let's talk about the drop-off process. It was okay, but it wasn't perfectly seamless. So let me tell you how that went. So navigation was fine. Going to the customer's location, pretty straightforward. So here's what I didn't love. So here's the drop-off screen. There's a checklist. Other apps have checklists. It says confirm correct address. Yeah, done. I click check mark. Then the client's signature. So, well, firstly, I use my grocery hooks, by the way, that you can find at our affiliate storefront. It just makes any of these grocery gigs, Spark, this, Instacart, Shipt, a lot easier, just carrying the bags of groceries. Then it says, bring the correct packages. And it says, take a photo of the package. Then it says, take a photo of the building, which is kind of interesting, actually. Let me know if you like that down below in the comments, because when you make a delivery with Uber Eats, DoorDash, or I'm trying to remember, Grubhub, any other confirmations, it's really just being like, hey, opens up the camera and you just take a picture of the bag. This literally is like 2-step authentication almost, but I couldn't skip the signature. So she opened her door. I said, hey, here's your, here's your groceries. She brought it inside. And then I had to do the signature. I couldn't click right into the photo section. It was grayed out. I guess I have to go into the steps. But because of that, she had already brought the stuff inside. So once she signed, then I was prompted to take a photo of the package and a photo of the building. I was trying to opt in between either or, but it seemed like you have to take a picture of both, which is fine. Again, like, 2-factor authentication, kind of good, but I didn't have the packages anymore. I didn't have the groceries. I already delivered it. So I just took a picture of the building twice, which is also kind of awkward because you've already interfaced with the customer. So you're going to have some that just like kind of look at you out of the window and you won't be able to tell because they're in their house. But then you're like taking, obvious photo of the building. I don't know. But anyway, I did that. And then you have to select the drop-off location. You can see the options here. Let me know down below in the comments if you have to have that signature every time. That's my only thing. I would have liked it to be contactless. I think a lot of customers prefer contactless. Not a big deal, but I selected obviously hand it to customer. So my orders and payments, it says pending for the 1319. Okay, it looks like there's going to be a breakdown of the entire pay, which is nice as well. I'm wondering if Point Pickup falls into the filler app category, as in like the backup apps, as I call it, or if it can be your standard side, your standard side hustle apps. I feel like it might be busy enough, depending on your marketplace. But I know there's a lot of Giant Eagle orders. And again, that's all they use, this Point Pickup. So it said 2 available orders. And I mean, one's 983, 2.72 miles, which is good, but it's far away. And another one, 1313 for 8.36 miles. Again, not ideal, but it's not the worst. The only thing about those is it says pick up at 4:45 p.m. and then the other one 5:45 p.m. and not earlier. So that's based on what I'm assuming, the customer's expected delivery window. You can't be earlier. So that's it. That's all I have here under driving gigs. Now on Point Pickup, there's just gigs and then there's driving. Gigs is kind of like Winolo and other like temp work stuff from what I've seen, but pretty straightforward. I mean, not the worst. It was very, very straightforward. And that's actually really encouraging because I want as many options as possible, multi-apping and multi-niching. So if I get another order, I'll show you. But otherwise, let me know if you've done point pickup. How is the pay compared to other gigs? Worth your time? How are the tips? Any bonus pay? Because this is literally my first run. But it's about picking and choosing the best stuff for you. So I'm curious about your feedback. Drop a like in this video. I'm curious to see where this goes here on the channel. I'm glad I got to bring this to you as well. See, it all worked out. I thought I was going to do Spark, but it all worked out. So click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you, and I'll see you in the next one.